Okay, I'm gonna give another rant review similar to what I did for Godzilla. I was watching World War Z, similar to what happened with Godzilla, and I'm like, you know what, God damn it, I need to get my thoughts out about this movie. So I'm gonna give my quick rant review about this movie, 2013's World War Z, and what do I think about it? Well, starting off, I'm a huge fan, and was a huge fan before the movie came out, of the book by Max Brooks, that you can't really see, World War Z. I've read this book from front to back at least 3 times now. And here is the big thing about whether or not you're going to like this movie or not. If you're a book reader, if you read the book World War Z, then this movie's going to piss you off, most likely. If you have never read the book World War Z in your life, you'll watch this movie and be like, yeah, that was a good zombie action movie. Sure. But the big problem is World War Z is not an action book. It's the oral history of the zombie war. It's not... The storyline of this movie and the storyline of this book are so different that it's incredible. The only similarity between this book and this movie is the title. Literally. Literally. And that there's a zombie apocalypse going on in the world. But even the zombies are not the same. This book follows almost totally the rules of the Romero genre. The slow-moving zombies. It works by those rules. This movie goes to the 28 Days Later crazy-ass berserking zombies that will fucking jump off rooftops in order to get to you. I don't know what they were thinking when they had a plan for this movie. When they were like, okay, we're gonna make a... We're gonna make... Actually, if my memory serves me, they had the deal for this movie ready. They were gonna make a movie of that book before the book had even come out. So... like, they sat down in a meeting. Okay, we're gonna make a movie, World War Z. Does it have any characters from the book? No. Well, does it follow at least somewhat similar plot line from the book? No. Well, fuck, why call it World War Z? You could call this movie, I don't know, anything. and it would be better for it. The title World War Z doesn't serve this movie. The only reason they call it World War Z is, oh, well, we have this whole shitload of fans of the book that are going to now come to see the movie because it's called World War Z. Well, goddamn. If you're going to call something World War Z, you need to put something from the book in the movie. No characters from the book are in the movie. Jeremy Lane, the main character of the movie, is non-existent in the book. The main character of the book, you could argue, is the interviewer interviewing all of these people from around the world about their experiences during the zombie apocalypse. And it takes it very seriously. And the book is really about, you know, how would civilization deal with a real zombie apocalypse? This movie is about, holy shit, there's fucking zombies jumping and climbing all over each other like ants and crazy fucking action. Hoorah! It doesn't keep the spirit of World War Z at all. Okay, so I'm pretty much done comparing the book to the movie. The book is far better. And the movie doesn't do a good job at all in respecting the spirit of the book. So the book and the movie are basically 2 separate things. This should have been called something else. This should have been called Zombie Apocalypse Mayhem or something. It shouldn't have been called World War Z. That said, the movie World War Z, is it a good movie? Can I switch off my I read the book portion of my brain, and can I enjoy the movie? Yeah, sure. I can enjoy the movie. I can enjoy the unrated version. They decided to make this movie PG-13. One of the stupidest decisions ever. To make World War Z PG-13 because they wanted to get a cheap buck. And right now I'm watching the unrated Blu-ray version. And this scene in particular pissed me off in the theatrical version. Because it's so shitty that he cuts the girl's hand off. and you don't see any blood, and you don't even really hear her screaming because the screaming was too intense for PG-13, so they had to dial her screaming back. So see all the gushing blood and this whole scene where he's like giving her a shot of whatever that is and doing all this. All that wasn't even there. He chops her hand off. She kind of screams vaguely like, like that. And it cuts back to this and they're getting on the helicopter. It's terrible! Whoever made these editing decisions, whoever just made the decision to make this movie PG-13 is an idiot. The unrated version of this movie is far superior to the theatrical version. When I bought the Blu-ray, it came with the theatrical on DVD and the Blu-ray director's cut. I can't say that I've even used that theatrical version DVD yet, because it's so terrible. The action sequences are not pasted together well. The cutting is so erratic, and fucking huge, awesome chunks that were taken out of the theatrical version are put back into this version. And you're like, why did they cut that in the first place? They cut stuff out like panic shots of panic and mayhem, of zombies grabbing onto people, of fucking soldiers shooting their guns in slow motion, all kinds of really cool stuff that really gave the action sequence room to breathe. It didn't feel rushed like it did in the theatrical version, where the action sequence just kind of ends. Just it happens, and it's not pasted together very well. You can tell that it's been truncated, and that stuff is missing, and it's terrible. The unrated version of this movie and the theatrical version of this movie is like two completely separate viewing experiences. The theatrical version, you know, a true zombie apocalypse maniac, as I am watching it, you know, I love the gore, I love all of it, and it was so weak sauce. On the fan service of the zombie apocalypse fan service, you gotta have the zombies getting their heads blown off, man. You gotta have zombies fucking tearing into people. You gotta have mass hysteria. And sure, there's mass hysteria in World War Z, but it's all very clean hysteria. There's people running around going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But nobody's really being ripped apart. Nobody's real, you know what I'm saying. It's sterile. It's sterile. But this version of the film is a lot better, I have to say. They put back in a lot of a little bit of the gore. They put back in shots of Jeremy like smashing in a zombie's head with the butt of a rifle, and him stomping on a zombie's face, and you actually see the face get smashed in somewhat. You know, it's cool. So if you're gonna watch this movie at all, don't watch the normal theatrical version. Steer clear of it. Avoid it like the plague itself, because it's terrible. If you're gonna watch this movie, the only way to watch it is unrated. The way it should have been released. It should have been released rated R. For God's sakes. World War Z, the movie, and they want to release it PG-13. What money-grubbing idiots that have no idea how to make a horror movie. And this is barely a horror movie. It's a fucking action movie disguised as a horror movie. But anyway, I think my rant's gone on long enough. World War Z. Fun movie? Yes. Will you get some good entertainment value out of this? Yes, I'm speaking about the unrated version right now. I'm not even addressing the other version. Like, I don't even think this whole part right here that I'm looking at right now, I don't even think that's in the theatrical. He looks out the window and that's all you see. Like, all this with the zombies and mayhem and running around and car crashing and fucking shit falling off that guy's roof and helicopters. All that was cut out. This part. This right here. All of this. Why? Why? Oh, this would have pushed the movie up to an R rating? Really? It's stupid. Whoever edited this should have been fucking fired. Whoa. Anyway. I highly recommend the book World War Z. I do not highly recommend the movie World War Z. Watch it and pretend that it's called something else. Pretend that it... Make up your own zombie apocalypse title for the movie. And you'll have a good time. It's a good movie. And I've watched it quite a few times, and it's enjoyable. Even though some of the characters make stupid decisions like that one. Or later in the movie, you know. They're in this science lab, and everybody's real specific. Okay, you have to be super, super quiet. The slightest sound will send the zombies into a frenzy. And the very first chance that this girl has to shoot off a gun, she does it. She just shoots the gun, bam, and gives no explanation. Nobody asks her, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Why'd you just shoot the gun? No, she just, bam, shoots the gun, alerts all the zombies, and they all have to run for their lives because this person's an idiot. Anyway, I'm really getting off track. This video really is a rant video, not even a review. But anyway, World War Z, it's good. Watch it, but know what it is. It's a cash-in. It really is a cash-in. It's got nothing to do with the source material. But if you've never seen the source material, you want to see zombies fucking running after people, going crazy, watch it. Go ahead and watch it. It's a good movie. It's not bad.